Okay, so before you can play the guitar, you have to know how to hold the guitar. When seated, you want a comfortable chair, preferably with good back support and no armrests. Sit with your feet flat on the floor and a nice upright posture. None of this slouching, alright? Sitting up straight. Thank you. Make sure you've got lots of room around you for clapping like this and spinning around in circles, all that good stuff. So there's no one correct way to hold the guitar, but the most common style has the guitar resting on the leg of the strumming arm. Your strumming arm should be resting on top of the body of the guitar, like so, and when you bring your hand to the strings, your wrist should be over the sound hole. Check the strings, make sure they're all there, and that the top one is the thickest one. So the guitar should be mostly upright, but with a very, very slight backwards lean. Just enough so that you can see the fretboard when you glance down. So make sure you're not craning over, leaning forward to look at the fretboard. Sitting up straight, just glance down when you need to. So also careful not to let the guitar slide forward too far. Remember, keeping it nice and close, anchored to the body. The neck of the guitar should be parallel to the floor and pointing slightly forward. So you don't want it flat against your body, like this. See how my elbows are sticking out unnaturally. Also, careful not to aim it too far forward. It's not a rifle, but a nice natural forward angle. Shoulders neutral, sitting upright. So resting the strumming arm on your guitar, give it a very, very slight squeeze, anchoring the guitar into your body. It's only a very gentle squeeze, but just enough to stabilize the guitar. Your fretting arm isn't involved in supporting the weight of the guitar at all. So take your thumb, put it on the back of the neck of the guitar, and then just drape your fingers over the string, like this. Give it a strum. They should all be muted. So with your fingers on the strings, make sure that your fretting arm is just kind of hanging loose, your elbow is slightly in, your wrist isn't too far forward or back, rather it has a nice natural curve. Now slide your hand up and down the neck, trying to get used to the feeling of the strings under your fingers. You might want to try wearing a strap even when you're sitting, and that might help you play more comfortably. Make sure it's fitted properly, and the weight should now be distributed between your shoulders and your thigh. You might also want to try a footstool under the guitar supporting leg to help you play more comfortably. So to play standing, the guitar should be roughly the same height as it is when you're sitting down, and it's especially important when you're standing to anchor the guitar to your body. And that'll give you the extra stability you need when you're running around on stage and crowd surfing and stuff like that. So this exercise might seem a bit silly, but the goal here is just to become comfortable holding the guitar. At first it's really awkward and unusual holding this big weird piece of wood. So we just want to spend some time getting used to the shape, the weight and the feel. You'll be spending many hours with it in your lap, so the sooner it starts to feel like a natural extension of your body, the better. So just practice picking it up and going through your internal posture checklist. So sitting up straight, my feet flat on the floor, is the guitar upright, neck pointing forwards a little bit. Is my strumming arm resting properly? Wrist over the sound hole. If I give it just a gentle squeeze, do I feel it securely anchored to my body? Or what about my fretting hand? If I got, thumb on the back of the neck, hand over the strings, letting it hang loose and relaxed.